co-host with me, Tracy Two Step, and of course we
Hey,
got
howdy,
our
hey.
yeah, man. We got our I'm really proud and excited to have this gentleman, this young man we got today, man. Our guest host, man, this evening is the illustrious, the magnetic, the amazing, the wonderful Jay Ruckless, man. Artist, business owner, promoter, manager extraordinaire. I mean, a man that wears many hats. Absolutely perfect to discuss the beat and the business, the place where we connect the artist with the business so that we can learn as independent artists what it is that we need to do to take our stuff to the next level. You know, a lot of times as artists, we don't necessarily think about those things. We're so stuck in our creative. So we got to have people like Jay to come in, step in, kind of give us some pointers and give us some advice on how to carry it into the next level. So without further ado, I'm gonna let the man introduce himself, man. He can talk, you know, he can talk better about himself than I can.
Man, first and foremost, man, I want to thank both of y'all for having me on the show. It's a major honor, major honor. So I truly appreciate both of y'all. Man, for those that I don't know, my name is Jay Reckless with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Guard the Grind, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston.
Right on.
Man, where y'all want me to start, man? Let's do it. Where you want
Let's start from the beginning, man. Let's start from the beginning. What is Jay Reckless all about? Who is Jay Reckless, man? I mean, I know you was an artist, I know you was an entertainer. I know you was a businessman.
Let's talk about the artist part. My artist days, it lasted less than 24 hours.
Say word. Say word.
I was an artist less than 24 hours. I want to say back in 2009, I was in Canada at St. Mary's University, and my brother used to play football there. Okay. And they had a club on campus, you know what I mean, and some big name artists was performing that night. And my brother was like, "Yo, sign up, you know what I mean? You know how to rap?" So I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." But long story short, he signed me up. You know what I mean? I just hear my name getting called, so it was like, "Club is packed. I got to do it." You know what I mean? And man, I forget the artist's name, but we freestyled back and forth for like 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
And if anybody can find that video, there's a video online somewhere. It was back in 2009 at St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Right on.
But that was the start and ending of my artist days.
Oh wow. Sound like it kicked off pretty good, man. What made you I mean, I know you know, I see how you get out on the business side of things. What kind of turned you into that direction? What led you to,
man,
you know, kind of
honestly, the industry chose me. You know what I mean? It started with a podcast. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Mr. Kelly, man. He's real big in Hollywood. He's a movie producer, talent agent. You know what I mean? And he reached out to me and told me that I had a gift and a talent, and I needed to start a talk show and interview people. You know what I mean? And I did. You know what I mean? And he told me, he said, less than a year, you're gonna blow up. And sure enough, less than not even a year into having my podcast, you know, I won a few awards. You know what I mean? And it was never about music. It was always about promoting entrepreneurs, small business owners, anybody with a good story to tell. You know what I mean? And then I interviewed my first artist, Rich Alexander. You know what I mean? Big shout out to PSK 13. You know what I mean? Another Houston legend. I came up through his camp, you know. And then from there, it was just artist after artist after artist, you know what I mean? And management came, you know what I mean? I interviewed an artist, T Phenomenon. He's Houston's first comedic hip hop artist. We call him the Afro Man of today. Okay. And I had him on my show. A week later, he sent me a video. They playing his single at the time, Big Booty Hunter in the strip club. And then I'll say every day for like 6-7 months, he asked me to be his manager. And I told him I'm not a manager. You know what I mean? Every day. And then one day he hit me with, hey, I'm going to ask you the same question, but before you say no, just hear me out. So he was like, Jay, be my manager. And before you say no, just think about everything you do for me and every other artist you work with. That's what managers do. So again, be my manager. And that's where Reckless Talk Management Promotion started.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That sounds really good. So that kind of gave you your intro into like the business side and kind of just get, you know, so how did you when you know, like what, obviously I know you said you were doing what managers do. Kind of break that down for those of us that may not necessarily know what it is, what exactly it is a manager's responsibility, so that, as indie artists, we know what to look for when we
a manager's responsibility, find shows, try to get your artists paid. Basically anything they need to be booked for, you book it, you look for them. You look for them podcast interviews and radio interviews, them shows. But also, what's most important, I tell artists all the time, just because you have a manager, that don't mean slow down on your hustle. You still look for them shows and you contact your manager, whoever it is, be like, look, I got this, can you reach out? You know what I mean? It's important, man, but it's managers play an important role, you know what I mean? And so that's basically what I was doing for all these artists, you know what I mean? I've had artists call me, hey, I had such and such, reach out to me, want to give me a deal, you know what I mean? Universal or this and that. And unfortunately, 99% of the times it's scams, you know what I mean? But Ray, you're an artist, you know what I mean? You have a big name in the industry hits you up, a big record label, you want it to be true, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So a lot of artists see past the red flags. The biggest red flag is the header. You know what I mean? 99% of the times I open the email and there's no header on it. That's how you know. You know what I mean? So that's all the things I was doing for artists, you know what I mean? And then I started throwing shows. I started doing concerts, which really I got into concerts by doing media.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I started throwing my own concerts, and back to T Phenomenon, his thing is his goal was he wants to go on tour with Afro Man. You know what I mean? Not even a year into him telling me that we made it happen. We did a national tour, the presidential tour with Afro Man a few years ago.
That's what's up.
So we made it happen. And I tell people that's the tour that keeps on giving. But before we get to that, I tell people all the time, you never know who's watching. Perfect example, the way us three met. You know what I mean? Y'all came to me at the award show. Came there just to meet me. You know what I mean? So in saying that, we originally had a few stops on the tour. I sent Afro Man's team T's music. And next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call where it's $400-$500 a show, you know what I mean? Till we paying $150, $200, you know what I mean? Just because Afro Man team loved his music, you know what I mean? That tour brought us to Hollywood, you know what I mean? We got invited, a personal invite to Hollywood for Afro Man's birthday party at the Whiskey A Go Go. Famous Whiskey A Go Go. And we've got I met so many celebrities that night, built so many relationships, you know what I mean? And that's why I tell people, man, if you truly believe in what you're doing, you don't stop regardless of what anybody says. T's the perfect example, man. You're either gonna love his music or you're gonna hate it.
Right.
But you never know who's watching because you're gonna touch somebody.
Right on. What was that experience like? That tour experience, like just being on a national tour and connecting with Afro Man. Like how was that? Like how was that experience for you?
It was amazing. It was a blessing. It was surreal, because I didn't get in the industry for this. You know what I mean? It's not about me. You know what I mean? But the way we carry ourselves. I'm gonna give y'all a fun little story. So first night on tour, we're in San Antonio, only a few hundred people in the crowd. I know as a manager, this is the show I gotta talk to Afro Man because I know we're gonna be packed every other show, which we was. So I tell people all the time, if you want a manager, I'm willing to die for you. You know what I mean? I'm willing to die, get tackled. You know what I mean? It's saying that Afro Man's performing, he gets off stage, he's walking my way. And I jump in front of him to where he almost tripped, you know what I mean? And how I'm about to say this is exactly how I said it to him. I said, Afro Man, my name is Jay Reckless. I'm a manager out of Houston, Texas. My artist T Phenomenon is on tour with you. I said, we call him the Afro Man of today. You need to check his music out. So he was like, oh, really? He was like, take my number and send me his music. So I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, what did this happen? You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So I sent him the music the next morning, 7:00 in the morning. We're heading to Austin for the next show, and I call him at noon, and he actually answers. You know what I mean? And mind you, so we going crazy. We in the car like this man actually answered. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, this Reckless. I just want to let you know I sent you T's music.
Right.
I said, let me know what you think about it. And his hit record at the time was. Can we curse on him?
Oh yeah, for sure. Go for it.
So his hit single at the time was called "Don't Be a Bitch About It," about the police.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right. And so when I told Afro Man, let me know what you think about it, he actually started singing the chorus to
Say word. That's
you
dope.
You know what I mean?
Dope.
And we just built a relationship from there. You know what I mean? Like I call him right now, he's gonna answer. You know what I mean? We talk every now and again. Really good dude. You know what I mean? Really good dude. Real humble. I actually hosted his birthday party in Hollywood.
Nice.
He asked me to host it. You know what I mean? So it was dope. It was really dope.
For sure.
Hey, I want to step in here for a minute. So we got Ray Swoope in here and Jay Reckless, everybody tuning in. Be sure to go to YouTube, Two-Step, Tracy Two-Step. You don't spell it. Tracy Two-Step. That's the number 2, everybody. Check it out. Jay, it sounds like you're involved in multiple areas. So you kind of understand that I'm over here pushing. Don't go telling everybody that I can do that because it's like having a truck. It's like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? But what I really like is that you are multifaceted as far as an artist and what you do and not in one lane. And so I have things like power questions that I like to ask about, like in your career right now or anyone else, you know, that power question, like you have managers, label, distributors, or you your own self, your own manager, and you're commanding the show. And then I have the truth question I like to get into, and it's about the money in this industry, the money today in the industry of artists, something that people don't want to admit out loud. I love to hear the point of view from someone like you who could give some advice on that as well. So go forward.
So as far as the money, the sad truth, especially in hip hop, it's not set up for the artist to win. I get chills talking about this because I'm real passionate about it. It's set up for everyone around them to win, including the managers. You know what I mean? Promoters, the venues. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, artists don't understand the business side of it. You know what I mean? So what we do, we actually do artist networking events. You know what I mean? We've done 3 of them so far, had major turnouts. And you know, artists get to perform a few songs a piece. We get special guest speakers. We had K Reno as a guest speaker. My mentor Dion Garcia, A1 Music Empire. We've had quite a few. And the feedback we got, you know what I mean? You'll be surprised how many artists don't know about registering their music. You know what I mean? Registering where they perform at. You know what I mean? So it's amazing to be able to teach these artists the business side, but at the same time, it's sad because there's so many artists that don't know it. You know what I mean? And they're losing out. They really are.
True. Just the registering and keeping up with all of that. There's so many things, and so there is something coming up. We'll get into more probably next week, Ray. We'll get into a little bit of that. Something that we do within our foundation. And by working with and collaborating with other artists who understand that business side of where to come in. If you're entry level or if you're even above that level, there's so many things going on where you kind of get together as a community where I believe that music should be, and where it also started through as well. So that mission of getting back to the people and the roots on the ground, that's what I'm looking for. So there isn't a manager over on this side. There's obviously distribution, but as you just mentioned, distribution, a lot of that, you know, for instance, I have Jay Reckless. I've got some music in here. We are going to play the music and I will, thank you, Chief. There you are. All right. I got Jay Reckless. We are going to play some of his music that's in here. Here's the truth for me. Jay, am I right or wrong? Here's that question. When I go and I play Jay's music, and I want you all to do this for Jay Reckless, you got to take that music and move it, make a playlist, move the music, get the music, do something with it. Do not just go hit click. However, even when you do that, I'm not going to lie to you. We're talking a penny. They don't even make it anymore. Someone say a nickel. We get a nickel to a dime off of a song when I get you to do this. So this is why I'm so passionate about, hey, you've got to understand what goes into the art, the artistry, and to build up, whether it's, a full, we can go all the way back, full albums, just an EP, whatever it is you're working on out there. It's quite a lot. The machine itself, everybody's like, oh, it's so easy. Look at this. All these artists are able to get online and promote themselves. I'm like, yeah, but what you
honestly, online is kind of made artists lazy when it comes to actually pushing their music. Big shout outs to Lil Drew 52, Tone Hood Life. You know what I mean? I've been saying this for the longest. USBs are your new CDs. USBs are your new CDs. Man, throw some music on a USB, $10, $20, and go hustle them. Like back in the 90s, back in the day, hustling cassettes, hustling CDs, making money, because you're not making money on these streams. Like, especially if you're underground artist coming up, you're not making much money on these streams. You know what I mean? Also, another thing before you play this music. So this isn't my music. This is the music I sent in, is some of the artists I manage.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Speak about some of the artists that you do manage. Like, who have you managed in the past? Who are you currently managing right now?
So I manage T Phenomenon, Dusty Hayes. Dusty Hayes is a dope artist. He touches 15 different genres. Amazing, like blows your mind. Corinne, amazing R&B artist. Nikki Danger. He's super dope, super lyrical, super dope. He's more of a East Coast vibe, you know what I mean? I was just in the studio with him the other night. We was talking about that. And I just signed second generation Screwed Up Click, Lil Drew 52. You know what I mean? So we got a squad. We got a squad, man. And also big shout outs to Tone Her Life. All the other artists I do work with, you know what I mean? Siki, you know what I mean? Like there's so many to name. I don't want to leave people out, you know what I mean? But there's so many artists that's been rocking with me from day one, you know what I mean? And yeah, we got a squad, man. We got a squad. I love it, and they're all hungry.
For sure.
I like your answers on all of this. I like the pressure questions too. Is about, if your career stopped tomorrow, would you still survive without the hype of yourself and keep building just on noise? I already know your answer, because you already led us into the world of what you think about social media. So technically, I don't need to ask, but
honestly, I don't live off the hype, you know what I mean, of myself, because it's not about me. It's never been about me. You know what I mean? It's been about the artist. Will it be harder? Yeah. But you know what I mean? The grind never stops. We got radio, you know what I mean? I'm real big on radio interviews, you know what I mean? Big shout outs to my guy Murder One, Eric T and JBB. Those are three radio stations that anytime I send them music, they're gonna play these artist songs. You know what I mean? So we just gotta bring it back to old school if social media dies out. That's all, you know what I mean?
Hey, I stayed there. That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I didn't leave. I'm coming back. I may have stepped out, but being in radio's always was nonprofits. So anything to do with the music was a nonprofit inside of a community, bringing up the community. So that's exactly what we are over here. And that is why I'm moving through different channels, is in order to get this to be a broadcast, a podcast, and a radio station show. I'm able to have to plug in everywhere, and I want to be able to spread out and get as many people as we can over here. But I also want to make sure to get you there. I see Sonny over here. Sonny listens very well. Sonny Blanco out here, everybody. Y'all check him out. He knows. He went straight to YouTube. Man. Yeah, he knows. You get over there.
We done did the thing with Jay Reckless plenty of time.
He knows it. He knows what to do. It's like, if you want to be part of the show, you want to be involved, I need you to come over here, throw your questions in, get in here with Jay while you can. I'd like to know, Jay Reckless, early on, what would you say shaped your sound? And what did Baton Rouge sound like growing up? Because we got the major player from Baton Rouge who's part of our team, Henry Turner Jr. And when I saw that about you, I went, oh, did you know that, Ray?
So I'm actually from New York.
Yeah.
What is your?
He's from the East Coast. He's from the Jay.
I'm from New York. We just do a lot of shows. We do a lot of shows in Louisiana. Big shout outs to Baby Savage, man. So one of my business partners.
That's who it was. Okay.
Yeah, he Baby Savage is First and foremost, big shout outs to Joe. You know what I mean? Joe saved the children. You know, he travels the country, saving trafficked kids and stuff. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I met him through the Afro Mentor. So going back to that, like I said, that's the tour that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? And Savage was looking for a hungry promoter. You know what I mean? And that's how we connected through Joe. You know what I mean? And you know, started working with Master P. But yeah, I'm originally from New York, the East Coast. You know what I mean? Grew up in the 90s, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? That East Coast music. I love New York. I love my home. It's what made me. But honestly,
I love that. What I think it is what you're talking about, and whoever you're playing with, and a lot of the work that you're doing there in Baton Rouge is what I'm getting.
He did a lot of stuff out in Shreveport.
Okay, well, we're just not even going to look at this person's comments anymore because they got it backwards. But we love you. Keep tuning in.
Man, we'll be in Baton Rouge one day, though. You know what I mean?
He's coming.
We'll definitely be in Baton Rouge one day.
You know what? I'm going to give you something on air because this is true. Henry Turner Jr.'s listening room. You can go there. Ray knows the deal. He is part of our show. He is part of everything we do in our foundation. He runs Baton Rouge, actually New Orleans in general. So you can go to the listening room, and Ray has that information for you. So right here, Jay, I'm going to get you there to Baton Rouge like this individual. I guess it's just supposed to happen. So we're going to get Jay in Baton Rouge with Ray Swoope over here. So I hope that makes sense.
Tell us a little bit about business, man. I mean, you're a businessman. You're a business owner. This is a brother that not only does he, work on the music side of things, he owns a management company. He's got a podcast. I heard a little birdie told me, man, that you also in the liquor in the liquor industry as well, man. What's going on with that?
Sir. I just man, big shout out to Mr. Bill, man. I just partnered with Duquesne Pilsner Beer. They're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They're actually like one of the top ranked beers on the East Coast. It's a major blessing, man. Mr. Bill's an amazing dude. He owns a few companies, Otto's Root Beer, J-Break Distribution, and which they're actually my sponsors from my podcast. You know what I mean? Mr. Bill also he was one of the sponsors for the tour we did with Afro Man. He put us in Marriott to every city. You know what I mean? We really looked out. So yeah, I partnered with them. They took me out to Pittsburgh, and we tailgated. It was the playoff game with the Steelers and the Texans, and we tailgated in 20-degree weather. Oh my goodness, man! We tailgated for like 5 hours, gave out over 500 beers. You know what I mean? It was a dope experience. Got to meet some business partners and some distributionaries and everything. It was awesome. It was real awesome.
Nice.
It's definitely a blessing. And we are now selling in Texas, so y'all go get y'all Duquesne beer.
I was just about to ask, how's it taste, man? How can I get my hands on some Duquesne, man?
Man, it's really good. It's really good, even if it's light. You know what I mean? Man, the wife, man, she don't like beer. She don't like beer, but she loves the Duke. You know what I mean? Like,
real for real. I'm the same, so I'll try that.
Definitely
when anybody's supporting.
Definitely gotta get you guys some, but it's definitely good.
That's what's up.
That is true. So I'll even give you one here, Sonny. Yes, that is true. Actually, he met Jay Reckless through me. We were both out working around the same people, and I was like, "We're going to go to these local awards." There's a guy named Jay Reckless, and there's some people that I think work like Ray and I are used to working when it comes to music and the beats. Ironically, y'all, I get teased all the time. They're like, you just need to go in that lane, Tracy, because of the way you work. And I'm like, that's all good with me because it's easier. It's called being smarter. I am not working hard. I am working smarter, y'all. So I give it up to you for that, Jay. Ray as well. Ray, you work smarter too. I was like, perfect. This is the person who can understand where we're trying to go with this. So I like that. So shout out to Mr. Bill out there. Shout out to you on the podcast side, because I've been doing that for a while too. And it can be interesting. It's interesting, how to different shows. I've always had music centered around something I'm doing, but it can go a whole lot of different ways. It really depends on the person, the other people who are also involved and what they put into it. So I appreciate that from you too. I have some music in here, right? Let me know when you want to get to some music.
Well, I wanted to ask him because I know he got some shows coming up, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? That's
the shows we got coming up.
Yeah, tell us about you. First, I know you're working with some good artists out there. You're working with some fabulous artists. Man, tell us about some of these shows, man. Some of these national shows, some of these tours and stuff you got coming up.
Man, first and foremost, man, big shout out to Gunplay, man. We just had Gunplay on what was it? Valentine's Day. Came out to Houston, man. You know, Guard the Grind, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, man. We doing it, man. Baby Savage, my guy Sosa. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got what we got coming up on March 13th. We have the third annual Guards of Grind reunion concert in Shreveport, Louisiana. You know what I mean? So if any artists want to perform, man, y'all definitely hit me up. Follow me on Facebook, Jay Reckless, on Instagram, Reckless Talk 718. Or you can email me Reckless Talk 718 at Gmail.
Yeah, and actually Instagram is smart. It's extremely easy to find you on Instagram. So I do advise, y'all can go check out everything that you're doing there. You're pretty active on your account. I was able to find quite a lot. I actually even writing your bio is in there. So you got Stay Hazy Baby over here, Dusty Hayes.
Dusty Hayes, man.
Got to do shout outs there. Yeah, especially you too, Sonny. So I'm making sure I get you, Sonny, over there. I see you. So going back into the show here.
That's my brother.
That's
tell us about the shows. Elaborate on the shows. Let him tell us about these shows that he got going on, man.
Definitely. I was going to have him bring that up. And then, Ray, don't forget about March 31st. But go into your shows, and then don't forget, everybody, we do actually have some music in here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to the
so we got that show March 13th, and then we're supposed to be doing the 50 Cent party that following night in Shreveport, and then March 29th we have Lil Flip's birthday bash. In Shreveport at T50 Tavern, which Ray will be performing that. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all come out today.
Y'all pull up, man. It's gonna be a movie.
And then April, I forget the exact date, but I'm actually hosting because I host concerts, festivals, comedy shows, weddings, and magic shows, anything really. You know what I mean? So I'm hosting. It's a throwback 90s theme house party. You know what I mean? At Scout Bar. You know what I mean? I want to say that they're called Dead Homie Studios, you know what I mean? That's throwing it, you know what I mean? So big shout out to the fellas, man, for real. Cool ass artists, dope ass artists, man, for real. So we'll be doing that. And then we got, what do we got after that? We had Lil Drew 5-2. Let's go back to March. Lil Drew 5-2, March 21st. We got his album release party in Houston, Texas. And then April 21st, we got the Dallas Takeover, you know, Guard the Grind, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, Baby Savage, K Reno, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do the Dallas Takeover. And then we bring in Charlie Boy to Houston. May 16th. That's gonna be at Katie Kickoff at Club 79. We actually had him in Shreveport in January, and we had over 400 people show up.
Nice.
Everyone's been asking us to bring him to Houston, so we have officially booked him for May 16th. You know what I mean? And then also we're going international this summer. You know, we got a deal with Vacation Resort in Jamaica, so we'll be doing shows in Jamaica this summer. So
and we just got Lavon. Your Graham just asked us, hey, Jay Reckless, what are your plans about going international?
There you go.
I literally am leading. As soon as I am leading into something for you, I got somebody over here on top of their stuff here, and I love it. Jay Reckless, your plans for going international was going to be my next question.
That's wifey right there. She plays a major part in what we got going. I'm the face of the business and everything we do. But she's the backbone, you know what I mean? She does a lot. And honestly, she got us that deal in Jamaica. That's all her doing.
Nice.
That's all her doing. I can't take no part in that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
I can't take no part in that.
Tell us about this music, man. I know you said you got to call. I'm imagining that the music is probably your artists that you're managing, more than likely, correct? These are your artists that so tell us about the music and what you think we should go with first. What you want us to play first?
Man, I forgot what I said. What we got there? I forgot what I said.
Record by AREN. You sent the record by Dusty Hayes, and then you sent the record by T Phenomenon.
Man, let's start with Dusty Hayes.
Okay. What's the name of this record?
I don't remember.
Oh man,
I sent it to you. If you play it, and then I'll say it. I sent it to you a few days ago. I totally forgot.
All right.
I'll know it.
All right, we're here with Jay Reckless live with us right now, and we're about to pull up the music. If you'll give me a second here, I got they are hyper over here for it. Love y'all. So again, Jay, you've got Dusty Hayes, you've got Addicted, and you've got T Phenomenal in here. Which one did you want to start with again?
Let's go with Dusty Hayes record. You said Dusty Hayes.
There it is. Okay, got it. All right, everybody in here. Reckless Talk 718 at gmail.com. Reckless Talk 718 at gmail.com. Right now, it is Jay Reckless. Check this out.
There's Many Gimmicks by Dusty Hayes.
Okay. Many Gimmicks by Dusty Hayes.
Well, everybody want a blessing. Everybody want to see the second coming of a good man. We can reconnect the family. And everybody do believe in the people's melody. So take a second to just breathe, and you may drift into complete. Well, I was told that you stank your style. You've been caught up in the crowd, inching closer, selling out. Now it's going full of south. I've been saying, watch them out. Take a second, shut it down. Yeah, the love and all the peace we get this loud mouths. Turn it into another version of playable. Heard it like a shot around the world. You can see him peeking through the curtains. Always looking, always watching, always talking. In the locking many packs with all these versions of what y'all been rocking. It's just a mystery how this one love is turned our history into a played out gimmick games. Just me, I guess I'll just let it be. Well, everybody want a blessing. Everybody wanna see second coming of a good man. We can reconnect the family, and everybody do believe in the people's melody. So take a second to just breathe, and you may drift into complete. A couple stems, we can pick them out while we chillin' at the house. Think I'm sewn into this couch, that's okay, I'm coming round. Couple bad vibes in my past, but I'm fine now. Overzealous, overjoyed, every other rhyme. How do we learn to overcomplicate? Participate in such a lack of action, and we wonder why the needle break. All the feeble people take a little extra time, but you still sitting there on long time, worry about your last dime. It's just a mystery how this one look turned our history into a played out gimmick, man. It really gets to me, I'll just let it be. Well, everybody want a blessing. Everybody wanna see second coming of a good man. We can reconnect the family, and everybody do believe in the people's melody. So take a second to just breathe, and you may drift into complete like me.
Yeah. I dig it. I see what you said. He crossed over the. I picked them the West Indian Jamaican vibes with you got the hip hop fused with some reggae. You know what I'm saying? I dig that, man. That's hard. That's hard. What'd you say the name of that was?
Dusty Hayes, man. You can catch him on all platforms. Dusty Hayes, DHP, Dusty Hayes Project.
Dusty Hayes Project.
What's the name of the song?
That's called Many Gimmicks. That's called Many Gimmicks, and he got some big things coming out right now. You know, he got some stuff coming out with Nikki Danger, Tone Hood Life, Lil Drew 5-2. You know what I mean? So they working. They working.
They were. That's what's up.
Most definitely. And Miss Graham over here. So actually, Ray, everything you're asking, Miss Graham is on her. Every time something was coming up, I got it right here. I didn't understand a minute ago. She's like mini gimmicks before it even came up. And I was like, oh, now I get it. And now she's like DHP, you know. Keep it hazy, baby. She's got it going on over here.
That's the slogan, DHP. Keep it hazy.
I'm supposed to tell Jay that you are loved and cigars are on the way for you. Your own special blend from the DR, and I'm guessing Dominican Republic.
Yes, ma'am. So she is a cigar distributor with Ella Louise. It's a black-owned company, one of the biggest companies in the world, and they're actually one of the only companies that have access to certain countries. You know what I mean? So she got business deals with Afro Man, with Yuck Mouth, you know what I mean, and a few other big name artists.
That's dope. That's really dope, bro. That's really, really dope.
And once again, that comes back from the Afro Man tour. So again, that's the tour that keep on giving.
I can dig it. I can dig it, man. Shit, that's how it's supposed to go, though. I mean, when you do good work and you take care of your business, and you know what I'm saying, when you put together good work, good projects, you handle your business. I mean, obviously that's the direction that it's supposed to trend in, man. We appreciate you being on the platform, bro.
Of course, we can't leave Sonny out again here. So Sonny Blanco out.
Shout out to Sonny Blanco, man. Wave runners.
That's grabbing you, Sonny. Sonny really grabbing you. He's got some fire going off. Is that an ambulance or is that y'all?
Fire truck. You know, that's my brother.
Yeah, that's fire truck. Yeah.
You know who Sonny Blanco is. You know who Sonny Blanco is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another dope artist, man. That's another thing I want to say, man. Like, I get excited when I meet dope artists, unique artists. You know what I mean? So the first time I heard you guys, man, it was like, yo, you know what I mean? And you guys are a perfect example of why I love doing what I do. You know what I mean? The first time y'all performed at one of my shows, I was just blown away. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Y'all, it's a totally different vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been rocking with each other ever since.
That's a fact. Church, you already know it. That's why I had to have you on here, Jack. You know, to vibe and collide and tell us, you know, show us how to show everybody what type of time we on. But I'm interested in hearing this music, man, because like I said, you got some really. That's one thing I can say as far as like the artists that I see. Because when you mentioned Dusty, I know Dusty. I've seen Dusty perform live. You mentioned Korean, I've seen her perform live. When you mentioned Lil Drew 5'2", nothing but energy, bro. Yes. Give it up in a major way. Like when you mention these artists, I'm a T Phenomenon, you know. So it's like I know who these guys are. I've heard their records, and I've gone out and looked for, you know, like tapped in with them. But I want you to tell us like who you know, we got a couple records from a lot of different people, man. What's the next record that you want to hear? And
let's go with Addicted.
Let's do it. So you got obviously Jay, you've got the pick here. I've got them both, Addicted, and then I've got T.
Addicted is gonna be by Corinne.
Okay, tell us about Corinne really quick before we get into it. Who's Corinne? What's Corinne all about? Tell us.
Corinne is a R&B artist with some pipes.
For sure.
With some pipes. A lot of people fail to realize, you know, there's a difference between a studio recording artist and an artist that can get out there and perform live. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I tell people all the time, man, when you hear her voice, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? She's been through a lot in life. You know what I mean? She's overcome a lot. You know what I mean? Her husband passed away a few years back. Peace, Joe. That was my guy.
I'm so sorry.
Single mother raising kids. You know what I mean? Doing the thing and still be able to do the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, let's run that, Tracy. This is Addicted by
very
Corinne.
healing, therapeutic. We're going to run this again. It's Jay Reckless. We're going live right now. It's the music. Wow, there's a whole vinyl going on a whole other platform. Winning the battle. I'll just let you know that.
That's what's up. That's how you know how we give it up.
Shout out. Shout out to everybody on that side. Shout out to radio checking it out. Ray Swoope, Tracy Two-Step with Jay Reckless. Playing the music. Here it is, everybody. Here we go, baby.
My mama said
was really dope. That was
Really
dope.
like
That was
that
dope.
there, Jay. Everybody needs to check
No
it out. Jay Reckless there. We talked a little about it before. Is there anything you'd like to say about it now that they've heard it?
Honestly, and Ray heard it. Ray seen it perform live. Me personally,
Yeah, I've seen it doing it.
that does not show her true talent as far as like how high she can hit them notes. You know what I mean? You gotta see it live. She's so dope. She's so dope.
Most definitely.
I like
is she
that
out
song,
in
though.
Houston?
That's a really good record.
Yeah, she lives in Houston. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We definitely will. So we want to start moving and navigating more about what's going on the ground there and many other areas, but especially what's going on there. We've got another one in here. Ray, you want to chat a minute? Or you want to go ahead and play the song?
Well,
And then
I know that this is the artist T Phenomenon, who we spoke about being the Afro Man of today, the comedic hip hop. And like I said, I've seen him, and I've noticed his stage presence. I see how his songs connect. Like he said, like it's a difference when you do it with live versus like listening to it in the studio or listening to it, but at the same time, though, I like what T Phenomenon is a really, really enigmatic figure. He's somebody that knows how to captivate and bring the audience in and stay connected, and his songs just kind of resonate. So like me personally, I'm interested to hear with Jay. He manages them, so I kind of got an idea what he's gonna say about it. But this is the guy that he was talking about that did the touring with Afro Man. So this is the record. Well, what's the name of this record right here, Jay? The T Phenomenon.
If I'm not mistaken, that one I think I sent Big Booty Hunter. It's either Big Booty Hunter or Don't Be a Bitch About It. But
okay. I like both of those. Both of them. But if
it's Big Booty Hunter, that's the tour. That's the song that got him on that national tour. You know what I mean?
Right on.
I like it. It means you eat, and I love to eat. I can't stand it when they don't eat. For sure. I love it.
Let's play that T Phenomenon.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this as Ray Swoope is ordering me to do over here on The Beat and the Business. Check it out, everybody. You need to go to YouTube. I love chatting and hanging out with all of you. Check this music out right here. Thank you, Jay.
This is weed every morning. This is weed every morning. Okay.
I smoke my weed every morning to keep my skies blue. I smoke my weed every morning so I don't slap the shit out of you. And if I run out, there's no worries. The plug stays right by school. I smoke my weed every morning so I don't slap the shit out of you. Smoke weed to keep my ass off the ground, because when I'm on the ground I'm always greeted with frowns, and my positivity don't mix a negative now. So up in the closet waiting clowns to rare resign, and I'm tired of waking up, working, paying bills on the daily, doing shit for others while I drive myself crazy. I've been feeling like I'm chilling with the groundhog lately, always stuck up in the loop and never making any changes. So while I'm stuck to oblige by your rules, there's one more rule that I won't break for you. I smoke my weed every morning to keep my skies blue. I smoke my weed every morning so I don't slap the shit out of you. And if I run out, there's no worries. The plug stays right by school. I smoke my weed every morning so I don't slap the shit out of you.
that's definitely a song that resonates deeply with myself. I could. That's a song that look at Kevin, Sonny Blanco. Look at the what he put the dancing in, and they gave me some 1980 some Tears for Fears vibes.
Look, no, Sonny's doing like John Travolta or something. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Yeah,
I think he's in the morning, afternoon, and at night.
Yeah, forget about it. I can relate to that, Church. That's like something.
Yeah.
Without being very specific, that's something that I can. Phenomenon. Shout out to T Phenomenon, bro. Yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
Man,
So those are three artists.
We mentioned the award show. I just want to give a shout out, man, to all the artists, man, from the award show. The SLM. For the people that don't know what we're talking about, it was the 10th annual Support Local Music Award Show. It's one of the biggest award shows in Houston. I just want to say, like, the hard work that's been put in, you know what I mean? Like, when I said every single one of my artists got nominated for an award, you know what I mean? Dusty and T got nominated for 2 awards. They both performed at the award show. Bobby Bless and
shout out to Bobby Bless, man.
Yeah, Lil Drew 52 and Bobby Bless. Bobby won local hip hop artist of the year, and Drew 52 got runner up. You know what I mean? DJ Sam I Am got DJ of the year. You know what I mean? Even with Lavonia, she has a catering company, and her catering company was nominated for Business of the Year. You know what I mean? Right. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody, man. And like I said, just keep grinding, man, for real.
Most definitely. And that is where we actually did meet you. And we actually met some great people, a lot of really good people that we've got to get through here. Yeah, so I want you to go to check out Instagram for you, Jay Reckless. You're posting all of your shows there, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I did see that. So we've got that. And we've got your Gmail that we've been shouting out everywhere because we got Miss Graham over here taking care of mini gimmicks, the Gmails, the cigars, the beer, you name it. We got it. The national tour. It's all going on. And Sonny's over here dancing like John Travolta to it all. So y'all can check out Jay Reckless over there on Instagram to find out everything that's going on. And to put to that, Ray, we have the March 31st part of the Springboard Foundation, that festival that's now going to be rolling like a South by Southwest sort of style. It used to go state to state, and we are in charge of the South Austin San Marcos show there March 31st.
Hey, look, that's why I wanted to connect with Jay on that.
Yeah, we got to connect with Jay on that because we want our artists.
He got radio out there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, man, my guy JDP, we could definitely promote on the radio out there for sure.
Yeah, we need to do that. We got a call today. I think it was just the local.
I'm gonna give you more details with regards to like what we got going on with that, and then how we can.
We'll get on the back channels, but for anyone out there that wants to know more, you can get in touch again, just like with Jay. You can find Tracy Two-Step all over. You can find Ray Swoope over there on Instagram as well. I am easily to find. You can find my number and all sorts of stuff. It's out there. If you want to talk about shows, you want to talk about music, you want to get involved in the community, you want to talk about foundations setting up for the children, taking care of people, the medicinal fact about music and what it does do for a community. And this festival that we're setting up, it's going to be a mini festival is what it is on March 31st. Man, I'm turning country. March 31st for Springboard Fest. And then, of course, we are Sergeant Two-Step Foundation. We've got we just got a large offer for June. So June 11th through the 14th, there'll be a 4-day festival that I'll get in touch on the back channels on. And then we do our own festival every September for a very specific reason, which Ray is a director of events. So between Ray figuring that out, this year will be very different from what it was last year. So if we're not right there in San Marcos, which I think that might be the middle point, we'll be down in Houston. It's just it will be completely opposite. So we do our own there, Jay, where we take care of a community. The part of that is Two-Step is a real individual person who's no longer here. So we like to lift up people, take care of people, take care of the kids, give back to music programs, and do what we can, whether that is an instrument donated to, can do a lot for a kid and an artist that's in need right now. There's a lot of things that we are jumping into that involve our community. I want to say thank you to Miss Graham over here, because she really has been keeping up with everything going on related to you, Jay. I need
Yeah, she be on it. She be on it.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Miss
I got
Graham.
a question. Hey, Jay, what's it like? I'm just really quickly, because I know we are sound like we rapping. I know you work with like Lil Flip, Baby Savage, Master P. And you touched on it briefly, but give us like specific like details, like what's going on with that, and how can we lock in with that, man? What's going on with that, man? What's that like, and what's upcoming with that?
It's a blessing, man. It's a major blessing. I'm gonna start with Flip. You know what I mean? I built a personal relationship with Flip. You know what I mean? Flip be at my house eating. You know what I mean? Like, he's a cool dude, very intelligent, very intelligent, a very intelligent person, man. Very humble. You know what I mean? Great dude. This goes back. We've done business together. This goes back to the podcast, how I originally started to promote businesses, you know what I mean? So, I hooked them up with one of my sponsors, Smashback, and we took them out to Beaumont, you know what I mean? And ordered one of everything on the menu, promoted it, you know what I mean? And they got some other stuff going on I can't speak on right now. Okay. But we're helping and we're making life-changing moves for people, you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Working with Baby Savage.
I love that. And you see here, Sonny's shouting out. You got to make sure, Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into detail with that, but I wanted him to answer this question really. When he finished answering, I said like, yeah, I was like Sonny Blanco. Shout out to Sonny Blanco for putting me on point. I failed to even think about that or mention that. But let's carry on, Jay. Tell me about that? About what you got going on with Baby Savage.
We're working with Baby Savage, man. It's been a blessing. I've been working with Baby Savage. July be a year that I started working with him, and I've learned so much. I've learned so much of the business industry myself, the business side. And my goal right now, because of what I've learned from him, we striving towards financial freedom. You know what I mean? The man is a true god of grind. You know what I mean? And he wants everybody to win. And honestly, what we doing, we got a lot of promoters mad at us out there. You know what I mean? Because we're giving artists opportunities and teaching them the business side to where you could partner in with these shows. You can invest with these shows and make some money. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Drew 52, man. He been hustling his ass off. You know what I mean? Drew's been making some money. You know what I mean? I got other artists that invested, that's partnered with us. You know what I mean? It's dope to be able to see and be able to have the artists at the table eating with us too. You know what I mean? So if you truly believe in what you're doing in your grind, man, definitely get with us, man. And we gonna put money in your pocket. And when I say put money in your pocket, you gonna grind for it, but it's gonna be worth it. You know what I mean? Also, Baby Savage, he teaches business classes. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't paid for one business class. He just sends me these classes, and he'll tell me, Jay, watch this class, watch this seminar, whatever it is. And when you're done, call me, just in case there's something you didn't understand and I can explain it further. Or if you understood everything, just call me anyway. You know what I mean? And we still gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? And I've learned a lot, and it's a major blessing. You know what I mean? And with him, he works with big name artists. You know what I mean? I met Master P through him. You know what I mean? So the work we're doing with P, big shout outs to P. You know what I mean? Coaching the New Orleans University of New Orleans basketball team. You know what I mean? So it's amazing what we got going on, and it's a major blessing. And that's why I tell people, man, you never know who's watching. You know what I mean? You never know who's watching. Because if you would have asked me, a few years ago, could I have pictured this? If I said yes, it'd be a lie. Right. Because again, it was never about blowing up. It was never about me. You know what I mean? But as we started growing fast, I realized like how selfish would I be if I don't take these opportunities? Because the bigger I get, the bigger these artists can get. You know what I mean? It's been a major blessing. In saying that, big shout outs to my mentor, man, Dion Garcia, CEO of A1 Music Empire. You know what I mean? He put me in positions. You know what I mean? This goes back to you never know who's watching. Our very first conversation, he sends me a message saying, "Man, I see your grind. Come up to my radio station. I want you to do a co-host on the radio." You know what I mean? First day I ever met him, I'm interviewing Mike Prince. You know what I mean? And creative comedy. You know what I mean? So it's things like that. You know what I mean? You never know who's watching. You know what I mean? Also, big shout outs to Malcolm for Real Talk 100 Radio. You know what I mean? I made a post online, and one of my guys, Rob V, big shout out to Rob V, a dope ass Spanish artist. You know what I mean? He tagged Malcolm. Malcolm didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? And the next thing I'm in a business meeting up at Real Talk 100 Radio. Next thing I know, I go up there for a business meeting. Next thing I know, I'm live co-hosting the show. First time ever on radio. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
So it's a blessing. It's a major blessing, man. And we got bigger things coming. You know what I mean? So y'all should stay tuned in. And for all artists that's rocking with it, man, my podcast, man, I got a sports show and I got a music podcast, the Record Store Podcast. We back to doing 40 shows a month.
Say word.
Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. We do the early morning mix. And then we got the Reckless Rush Hour mix from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So send y'all music in via MP3. You know what I mean? If you want to play, I'm going to play it. You know what I mean? But if you want to play it, have a chance to play it on the actual radio, make sure you send me radio edit versions. You know what I mean?
Right on. Sure.
I got 3 radio stations. If I send them, they play them.
Yes, and that's actually a great fit, Jay, here as we're wrapping through this show right now with you, Jay Reckless, and everything that you're doing. That's exactly where I jumped back in at. So exactly how you're doing that. You want to make sure that your artists are getting tagged appropriately when we talked about it in the early part of the show in order to, and we'll bring Jay back. There's a whole nother level we could get into about the reason that you want to go on specific shows that can actually grab your code to that song, that music that you have out, automatic. For instance, this show right here, the 3 songs that I played, I will automatically have to give back the credit to the artist or it will mute out my show completely. Not only that, I got a tip for you about doing an ad when you go on a show. So we will come back to you with information where I can tell you how to not only log in somewhere and be paid for coming on our show, not by me, but by utilizing your own distribution that you can do. And by placing an ad, turning around and having someone pull your music the way that we do it, you actually get your money paid back to you, not by me, but I could tell you how to get money out of the machine. So this is where I've decided, yes, staying independent like this is smart. However, we do want to find more radio stations who are listening to a multi-genre lane, not just one type of music. We have a very big blend here. I do want to say that Miss Graham over here is everything all in one. I mean, I'm like, I need her to just come on over here and she can do all of it. But, you know, I do have to say what she just said here. She's, you know, why be mad when you can be a part of some real talk? I agree. And then she has here similar energies are always attracted to each other. Growth begets growth. Purpose unfolds differently for everyone. You hear that? Everyone. Walk in your calling. Walk in your calling. She did not say you. She said, yeah. Walk in your calling. Thank you, Miss Graham. We appreciate you too here in this show. Great Swoope as always. We literally.
Hey, I want to plug. Like Sonny Blanco reminded me, I am performing at the Rowdy Circus. Let's Get Rowdy. First and foremost, shout out to the Rowdy Rock Band. Matter of fact, you know about them, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Damn motherfucker. They guitars. Man, my boy Hefe, my boy Trey, Captain C Bass. Shit, they some bad motherfuckers, Jack. But they got a festival, Rowdy Circus.
I see
March
it,
7th and March 8th. Y'all pull up. It's in the city of Houston. Pull up. I'm performing on the 8th, and you can absolutely forget about it.
You gotta get us on the show.
I want to backdoor that. Pull up for Ray.
Yeah.
Pull up for Rowdy. That's one of my favorite bands.
They
are amazing. The energy is crazy.
The
And they got some
energy,
hot
there
hosts
you go.
on too.
Fuck out,
You know what I
Jack.
mean? But,
They rock
man, that's gonna be a dope festival.
Oh,
And
forget
real
about
quick-
it. It goes because I'm gonna put it on Instagram, so you'll see the plugger. You'll see some of the artists who they got pulling up. They got some hitters, Jack. They got some hitters, and just know your boy. Hey, I'm gonna be out there on the 8th. I'm gonna have shout out my boy Sonny Blanco. Bro, gonna be on location with me, and we're gonna turn that bitch the fuck up, church. That's just how we gonna.
It's gonna be fly, man.
Yeah, and I can
forget
run it
about
live
it.
too.
In a major way.
If I don't
In a
go.
major way, you can forget about that. That's a fact.
Yeah,
church.
I
You
can run
forget
it
about
live if I don't attend. But yes, when we met Jay Reckless there, we actually met Rowdy, the whole team there, jumping down off of the stage. There's a picture literally where he literally grabbed me and said, "I want to take a picture. I love to have a picture taken." I'm like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah, they
We
cool.
went to the after party.
They cool.
We didn't stay there all damn night. We went to the after party. Man, it was the wee hours of the
This is
morning.
supposed
Jack.
to be the after talk.
Yeah, I had to go, man. I was tired. I hosted that, man. I was like, nah, I ain't doing no after party tonight, but I heard it was good though. I heard that after party was real good.
Yeah, it was cool, man. They
Ray
some really
Swoope
good
over
guys,
here
man.
telling my stories.
Hey man, we just had a good time. Them brothers know how to party, man. Like, what can I say?
Oh no, literally, I was like, man, I gotta go to a Waffle House, or I'm not old, but I'm not 21. So I was like, where is the food?
Yeah.
Rowdy Circus, March 7th and March 8th in the city of Houston. If you're there, y'all pull up, man, because it's gonna be a really good time.
I think I'm actually gonna be in Chicago that week.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be in Chicago that week. I gotta check
Hey,
out.
word.
Be there. Yeah.
You know that's my town, champ. You
know
know that's my town.
Going to
Yo,
Ray's house.
big shout outs to the Black Bully out of Kankakee, Illinois, man. Another dope artist I fuck with, man. But also, I want to appreciate y'all for having me on here. I know we didn't cover everything, so everyone watching, Vogue Houston magazine just did an article on me that just dropped the beginning of the month. So go to VogueHouston.com and check out that article, and then also check out Canvas Rebel magazine that did an article on me a few years ago. You know what I mean? So that really brings it back from day one up until now. So it's definitely a blessing, man. For real, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, congratulations there, Jay Reckless. I think we're gonna wrap up here. The beat and the business. If you go on,
shout out Jay Reckless, man.
Yeah, you go on there.
Talk 718. All your platforms, man.
All the platforms we've got running.
Management, the sports podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can plug it like I can plug it, Jack. You can plug it better than I can plug it. Y'all
check it out, man. Reckless Talk 718. Jay Reckless on Facebook, YouTube, the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk 718 on Gmail. Once again, it's your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Guards of Grind, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Appreciate it.
Let's get it.
Most definitely. It's been a great show. We will bring Jay back on. There's plenty to get into. We will be getting into a lot with Jay. We'll be looking at other radio stations who do like to have multi-genre types of music, not just a country lane. So we are looking to add those other genre lane stations and more of our radio show, which is the background from which I come from. I do understand broadcasting. We're going to close up shop here with Ray Swoope hosting.
Can I say one more thing? I'm sorry. One more thing. I got it. Is a dope artist, man. Check him out. He goes by WYND. WYND. Check him out, man. Dope artist. I just met him like a few months ago. Super dope, man. Him, his guys, Jeff, all the fellas, man. Big shout outs to all of y'all, man.
Right on.
Most definitely. You know, all these artists.
Google them, YouTube them. Where you want us to look out for them at, Jay?
WYND on Facebook and on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, for sure. Bet. Say no more. Done deal.
Most definitely. And then my recommendation is, Jay, just pass my number. We need to just flood we'll just load up our shows. Ray here will host those shows. I have, like you, I have multiple shows. This show, The Beat and the Business, whether you're playing it the uncle way, whether you're playing it the street way, the player way, or you're going in the smart way, whichever door you choose. The Beat and the Business has not only the beat coming from the street, but the business way on how you can do things in multi different ways. And one of the ways that we do it is getting back into the market area of a mission. So So we're on a mission to give back to the community. Yeah, you are dope, Sonny. Sonny wants you to know, Jay, that you are dope. You are the man.
Appreciate you, Sonny, man. Appreciate you, man. For real.
Shout out Sonny Blanco, man.
Yeah,
That's the
shout
brother,
out
man.
to you. And then
That's the
again,
Brody, man.
March 8th, 9th, go check out Ray. You'll be seeing Ray here again every Tuesday, The Beat in the Business. You will see Ray Swoope. There's an E on the end of that, everybody. You're not going to YouTube. This does go out as a full podcast, a full broadcast. For the first time ever, there was a battle going on with this show as well. Not sure how I feel about that one, but it was interesting. So this show has been great. It has been wonderful. I can't wait for you to get your cigars. I actually love cigars, everybody. There's a fun fact for you. So congratulations on your beer.
I'm gonna connect my man. He said he got to connect out of DR. I got to lock in with my man on the back channels, Jack. On the back channels, we gonna lock in. I gotta give some more information about that, Jack.
Man, let's do it, man. Big shout out to Ella Louise.
Just forget about it. Forget about it. Ella
Most
Louise.
definitely. I'm going to close us out. Just making sure. Anything else that you all would like to say?
Peace. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for having us. I
Most
appreciate
y'all. For real.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, big dog.
Most definitely. Stand by here. Don't go away. I'm going to be closing out just for everyone here on these channels. Thank you so much. My country came out tonight, and you went there with me. So Jay Reckless here tonight, hosting with Ray Swoope for The Beat in the Business. And you never know what we're about to bring on The Beat in the Business. Don't forget about Two Blondes After Dark. We're coming with a hit list, and we got it. So y'all stay tuned for everything. Tracy Two-Step, that's a 2. You don't spell two-step. Ray Swoope, another great night. Love you on The Beat and the Business. Coming to you live. About to bring you something out of Miami. Some big hitters. So Jay Reckless, it's been great having you on.